Okay, so we have this, which was a year ago, and then we have this, which is now. It's the same. Is she even wearing the same clothes? Almost. That's so weird. All right, so right there, she's là. Hello, beautiful people. It's Mama Goop. So today I want to circle back to Anna O'Brien, or otherwise better known as Glitter and Lasers. We haven't seen nor heard anything from her for a bit on YouTube. I believe she did post some shorts, including one that is a Starbucks commercial, and we'll watch those. And I did want to make just a brief talk about what she said in her podcast, meaning that autophagy is the reason why she can't lose weight. Now, obvious caveat. Y'all know me. I'm a mom. I'm nowhere in the medical industry. Nowhere. But I hate to say this, but there's Google, and there is research that I performed years ago about, fasting, which I still agree with fasting, because it speeds up the autophagy part of apoptosis. So you have the cell death, which is apoptosis, and then you have autophagy. It's like the recycling bin, takes out the trash. If you have a misbalance with both of those, you're going to have problems. So, but what she's saying is she has just, I guess, a ton of apoptosis without autophagy. And I'm saying she should fast, or at least, curb her hours of eating. But I want to just show you this real quick on Google, something I found on their AI, which I thought was interesting. And again, I'm a mom. This is my opinion, right? This is me just reading stuff and thinking about it. My opinion. Thought I'd throw it out there because I cannot stand when there's one thing said and nobody says anything else. There's always two sides of the story. So I saw this. It's apoptosis of adipocytes or fat cells is a process that occurs during obesity and may be linked to obesity-related metabolic diseases. Yeah, I'm gonna jump all over this today. Adipose tissue expansion. An adipose tissue extends during obesity. It activates signaling pathways that lead to apoptosis. I believe this is happening with her, right? High-fat diets can cause oxidative and endoplasmic reticulum stress, which leads to apoptosis. Low vitamin C deficiency. Low levels of vitamin D are associated with obesity and may contribute to adipocyte apoptosis. So then we get into apoptosis of adipocytes and obesity. Apoptosis and inflammation. While apoptosis of adipocytes is a healthy process, so in other words, the dying of fat cells, it's a natural process that can trigger a sequence of events that lead to inflammation and obesity-related diseases. So anyways, basically, apoptosis can lead to a lot of things related to obesity, and there's a lot of research right now in trying to figure out how they can use it to actually help people lose weight. Part of it's vitamin D. So basically, all I wanted to say is she's not some special outlier in the world. Probably a lot of people who are obese suffer with this, and there's actually a lot of research going on right now, or it seems that they're taking a look at this for weight loss, but they're studying here about apoptosis and obesity. Like, I'm looking at one from 2010 here. So bottom line, our girl needs to get her party started, and all our girls need to get their party started. Like, I think Anna really could make her life better if she just, accepted that she has to put in the work and not just surgery. But what do I know? But anyways, let's take a look at some of her Instagrams. There were some shorts on YouTube that were throwbacks. So those are old. I don't want to see that right now, but okay. So that being said, let's take a look at a retro Anna video. This one is from a year ago, and it is talking about 50 workouts in. Honestly, it's a Copilot ad, but at this time it was called Train Well. I guess they changed its name, but let's take a look at it and just compare it to her recent Instagram reels. It's only 7 minutes, so we'll be okay.
So recently I've gotten so many questions from you guys about what I've been doing to get in shape. And the reality is I'm not using a set plan. I'm using something customized to me, and it's
She has bad acting.
called Copilot. Now, Copilot is kind of what I think is the future of personal training. Instead of going to a stuffy gym where a dude bro like offers you advice and also casually shames your body, I get to interact with someone virtually, which frankly just works better for my schedule, who's body neutral and is focused.
Okay, but trainers, like I've had a trainer once, I really liked it. They help you with your form, Same thing with why I prefer to go to yoga classes than try to do yoga on my own, because I'm not experienced in yoga, because they help you. They tell you what to lift and, oh, you're not doing this, do this and do that. Yeah, you have to sometimes listen to people telling you what to do, Anna, but they're trying to help you.
Focused on helping me achieve whatever my fitness goals are without just thinking in that singular lens of like weight loss. So I thought I would just bring you guys to the gym today so you could see how Copilot actually works for me. And the cool thing is I'm actually partnering with Copilot on this video, and they're offering you guys a 14-day free trial if you click the link down in my description.
Don't do it.
Or if you use this QR code. I always love when I can offer you guys something, and honestly, Copilot has changed my life. Now, before we get to the workout, I want to show you a couple.
So remember, she told the lady for the lipedema surgery, I think she was a benefits coordinator, that she could barely move. So this was in the thick of it.
Of things about Copilot to give you a better idea of why I just love it so much. So, what is Copilot? Well, it's a virtual coaching solution. And what's really great about it is you have the app, but then you also have a real person that answers your questions, helps tailor things to you, and who you can communicate with if you have like any changes to your schedule. And let me be real here. I talk to Olivia, which is my coach, a lot because my schedule's always.
How do we know it's not AI? I hate these things.
She's changing my resources, like where I can work out is always changing. And so she's helping me on a daily basis to adapt my workouts to wherever and whenever I need to work out, which is really why I think Copilot has worked for me. Is it's just so much easier to be consistent when the fitness program in your life wraps around how you live versus you trying to like make somebody else's schedule work for you. This is about me, baby.
And this is also shortly before she did the 5K or
this
whatever
is my
it was.
journey, and Copilot allows
what that's called.
that focus to be on me. And it's all about me.
We know.
But it is. It really does feel that way. In fact, I love it so much that I convinced my best friend to be on it, and now we do Copilot together. And it's funny because we both have Olivia as a coach, and whenever we don't want to work out, we just say to each other, we got to do it for Olivia. Olivia, we can't let her down. And I think, weirdly, the guilt of letting Olivia down.
Now, if anybody's tried this who's listening, do you actually get to FaceTime with the coach?
Does motivate us at times to be successful at the gym. And you know what? Anything that gets you there, right? Anything that gets you there. So one thing I am not good at is recognizing like my progress. So today we're going to start our workout a little bit different than I normally do by doing some exercises that I did the first time I worked out or the first couple of times I worked out, just to see how much I've progressed. Because I think
she's always progressing, but we never see any changes. I think that is the just main point of watching her. You never see anything. She gets better, but she always looks the same.
I think that's important. It's an important part of this journey that, frankly, I do not do enough. So with that, let's get our workout on.
Okay, I guess this is supposed to be better. July. Why is her butt in the air? Oh, yeah, that's better. Now. Hey, I couldn't do that. Day 1. May. Is that okay? I couldn't do this, so I have to get back into it, guys. I've been so sick lately, honestly. Oh, that's the famous kicking move, which now she could kick about 3 inches higher. Yay. Yeah, this is a year ago. She was able to do that a year ago. She's la. Because here, all right, I got to show you. Okay, so here was the. Okay, so we're watching this. Now let's see. Let me back that up for a second. Okay, so we have this, which was a year ago, and then we have this, which is now. It's the same. Is she even wearing the same clothes? Almost. That's so weird. All right, so right there, she's la. Look at what I could do. Deeper, deeper, as my son would say. That looks painful. Good job getting out there. Because everybody be like, oh, she's trying. That's my point. She really does try. This is not easy. Like, I couldn't do most of this. I just couldn't. But it's for what? She does all this and she looks exactly the fucking same, if not worse. So that's what gets me about her. That's why I am not a fan of just saying, good job, good job, good trying. There's try and then there's finally see results. We don't see results. She might think she sees results, but she doesn't. Because we know this whole error was bullshit, according to her trying to get insurance coverage for lipedema.
Left its mark today. This needs to go straight to the wash. I wanted to say also that working out.
She doesn't wash her, automatically wash. Automatically wash everything that's touched my skin all day. Like, unless it's 3 seconds that I wore it.
Has made its mark on my life in a lot of other ways, right? It's easy to look at the things in the gym and see the progress, right? But my life has like changed because I now understand what my body is capable of better. Like I
Look at
also
what
have
I
a
could
lot less
do.
fear in movement, and that's made me more empowered to express myself through movement. From the way I move my body to the way I dance to the things I pursue, I feel like I have more opportunity
Animal.
because I'm more connected to my body. And with that, I feel like my choices in my day-to-day life are changing because that fear's been removed, right? I'm no longer saying,
Yeah, this is where she decided to do. I think right after this was the video about all those processed snacks.
no to things because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do them, because now I'm confident in what I am and am not able to do. And when something's out of my reach, it gives me a lot of motivation to like just keep pushing to do those things that are just on the horizon with a little bit more work. Anyway, I could go on and on and on about how much.
So that's what leads me to believe, though, that this is just for cameras and she doesn't follow through with it. I mean, if she really did follow through and worked out and changed the way she ate, I don't think the mystery diagnosis of apoptosis would be holding her back as much as it looks like it has been. But what do I know? I am just a mom with a mic and a camera. She turned comments off for this. All right, let's see what's on Insta. So I think we left off here. Oh, very nice. She gets to go to the beach. Point of view, you're having your best life. Good for her. Good job getting out there, Anna. Okay, so this is another ad.
I'm just trying to process this. My brain does not like this. You are dizzy. You are dizzy, and you can't see things. And they're like, yes, physical therapy will solve it. I'm sorry. That's not acceptable. Anyway, continue.
No, thank you, because that does bring me back to when you have a bipolar diagnosis and you're taking the kind of medications that I am taking, including, oh yeah, well, I have a little bit of an antipsychotic. The doctors are looking at you. I think they try to create a picture in their head. This person has depression. She's anxious. She's gone through a lot of things in her life. You know, this is just in her head.
And I will say, Kathy, that when we are in medical school, the way that we diagnose someone is through pattern recognition. We are categorizing people based on what is the most likely cause.
You guys ever hear of Occam's razor? It's usually true. And she's an orthopedist, so she's not a psychiatrist. And it is a little scary. It's like me giving medical advice almost, or me sitting on a panel because I've been through a lot of medical shit.
But something that we are all taught to do, but don't necessarily do all the time, is think of a differential diagnosis.
She's House. Remember that show? I used to love that show. Okay, so it's her and Data. Oof, poor Data. What a cute little boy. Thought he's a boy. Maybe he's a girl. I don't know. Very nice. Okay, so Starbucks commercial. Brace yourselves. So it's her just lip syncing. I guess from Mulan? I don't know. Okay.
I literally swore I wasn't going to do this, but you know what? Curiosity got the best of me. I bought a whole bunch of stuff from this because I'm genuinely curious. Like, is it that much different than just regular Torrid? You know what this means. Fashion show. When I was ordering these jeans, I read the reviews and they said order a size up, which I did. And while this outfit looks cute, the pockets on these jeans, I can barely get my hands in there, which is...
Yeah, they're still too small, but the funny thing is believe it or not, they're a little bit sort of weirdly cut on her thighs. The seams are going all, she twisted the legs. But yeah, the pockets would bother me.
Not okay. It's a little boolicious. Don't laugh. I've been truly humbled by this look.
Oof. Bad color, doesn't fit her, and I don't know who that outfit is for.
Look, it is not fitting me at all. It is clearly not made for a woman with an ass. The belt I love and I'm keeping, but I thought it was a hip belt and it's actually a high waist belt, so it just looks ridiculous with this look. Is it Teen Torrid? Did I just miss the memo? Shout out to this dress for restoring my will to live. Okay, that's...
Yeah, I guess. I'm not a fan of that.
Overstating it, but those first two looks were rough. This fits me normally, and I think it's really cute. Maybe there's hope. Every review said size down and that these pants were huge, and I am so glad I followed that advice because I love the way this looks.
What size do you guys think she's ordering? Plus, I don't know. I don't like when things that are supposed to be loose like this hug my thighs at all. It's just me, though.
Also, my butt looks fabulous in them, which is just a win. We should celebrate. So I'm keeping this, but I think it's all...
See, look at how it's like creasing on her belly.
When you don't know what's wrong with you, you just get desperate. please just tell me I have something, because you begin to feel like maybe I am crazy.
You are.
And the unknowing part is what causes anxiety. And so, when you present to a doctor, you present as an anxious person, but that doesn't mean you necessarily have anxiety disorder. But sometimes people cannot understand the difference. And I think that...
Yeah, doctors, they're stupid. Some of them are lazy. I will tell you, because I have my own. Some other day. It's a discussion for another day.
What we need to be looking at, certainly in the medical field, is the mental toll that the diagnosis journey takes on our patients, whether it is from the never-ending cycle of seeing people and not getting results, or being put on, treatments that make you actually feel worse than it's supposed to be making you feel better. And that is inflicting a lot of mental anguish on our patients.
Preach.
No, it is. And I feel that way. Oh God, I'm going to really get the knives thrown at me. I feel that way about breast cancer screening. Like, they tell you it's no big deal. If you have some oddity there on your mammogram, no big deal. Come back in 6 months and let's take a look at it. Well, what? What does that mean? I feel like they just induce stress, and it turns out to be nothing. And it's like the 4th year of looking at the same spot of it not changing. It's like, do you really need me to come in for an ultrasound every 6 months? So I don't know, guys. All right. So this is about sometimes progress with your health is hard to see, or impossible to see, or just really slow. Sometimes I forget how far I have some with managing my health and lipedema. Today I realized that blah, blah, blah was not fitting right, and I was able to take out an extender. And that is worth celebrating. Okay. Good. Good. Now let's see you take out 2 or 3. So these are some looks for Valentine's Day. Okay. That looks comfy. I wouldn't wear that. Just me. Personally, I just wouldn't combine those colors. I'm not that type of person. And I mean, this is okay. But again, I don't think I would combine those colors. But go you.
And after the waiter walked away, my boyfriend said, I feel like you're being a little bit dramatic about that. I know other people with allergies and they don't make this much of a big deal out of it. It made me feel bad. It made me feel like I was doing something wrong. And at that point, I was falling in love with him, and I was young and dumb. But
we've all been there.
I basically was like, well, I have really severe allergies. I had given him the whole spiel too at the beginning of kind of our relationship, how he couldn't have any of my anaphylactic allergens within, 24 hours of kissing me, or ideally if he could brush his teeth before, that'd be great. So I started noticing little things his teeth or his mouth wouldn't really smell like toothpaste or mouthwash, which was different because in the beginning it did. And he was like, yeah, I don't know, I can't always remember to do it. And I said, okay, that's fine.
Okay, so done. Bye.
I'll get some mouthwash.
Won't get any better.
You can just swig that beforehand, and I would ask him to do it, and he'd say, "Oh, it's."
Well, what happens is that he might not brush his teeth, and then nothing happens with her. So then he's like, psh. But all she needs is a really bad anaphylactic attack, and then he's gonna be really realize how much of an asshole he was. But honestly, guys, I think some people do go a little crazy with the allergies. But I don't know. So I'm on let's play on the safe side. Let's, pretend or just assume every peanut is going to give me anaphylaxis. That's just, I don't blame people for that.
So spicy and gross. I hate the taste of it. And I'd say, okay, I'll do it with you then. And I think what happened was I let my guard down. Looking at the facts, it was my fault. I didn't
I don't
say.
I'm not going to let you say that. I'm not
Okay.
going to let you say that because I feel like that isn't
Yeah, we don't take responsibility on this show.
fair. You were in a situation where you were repeatedly reminded that your needs were difficult. I don't want you to put that blame on you. That is, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, but I can tell you that is not your fault.
Okay, relationship advice from somebody who's not had a steady boyfriend for probably over 10 years. Says, I'm sorry, I need to quit. Now she's put a sunshine on her. Even when it's hard, I'll always try to bring sunshine to your feed. Thanks, but no thanks. Sometimes you just need a red lip and a little sparkle. Okay, nice. I like her hair color. I do. Aw, Data. And it's another Starbucks commercial. So again, brace yourselves.
This year, I'm really trying to focus on self-care, and self-care looks different for everybody. So today I'm partnering with Starbucks to show you what a self-care day looks like for me. I love to start a
Sugary
self-care day
drinks.
with a new pair of compressions. Somehow a new pair just makes me feel special. After I get ready for the day, I usually grab something to eat. When I don't cook breakfast, I go to Starbucks. I'm obsessed with their bacon and Gruyere egg bites.
Okay, not gonna lie, I eat those, but that and a large, just regular brewed coffees, at least in New York, is $11.50. So,
And they're a good source of protein. Speaking of protein, I also
is she
get
using her hands? Oof, they're hot.
2 shots of espresso over ice, and then I add in a Koya protein drink. Mixity mix, it's delicious. I love that I can customize my Starbucks coffee order to fit my needs for the day. Then I head for the trail. Town Lake Trail is about 3.5 miles, but it goes by really fast because it's super pretty and there's so many dogs to pet.
Aw,
Afterwards,
guys.
I head back home and I immediately get into my compression pump. Now, my pump usually runs for about an hour, and it's a great way to just disconnect and have some me time. It's the best.
Oh, do I wish I had time like that. All right, well, that was it. All right, guys, well, that's it for Glitter and Lasers. So I'm curious, 1 year from now, will she still be in the same spot or will we see a significant difference? I think if you don't, then I don't think she should be on here stating anything. She should just be the professional, she should just do try-on hauls and not talk about her health journey. Because I feel like year after year after year, we're seeing the same Anna. And it's not a good message to give to people. But that's just my opinion as a mom with a microphone. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I hope to catch you on the next one.